By the way, in 10 faves, Jerry gets to be on TV. Her favorite thing in the world. Maybe yes, maybe no. You're gonna see the crew kind of coming in and out of 10 faves. And once in a while, my producer Dan, yes, I've got the original 10 faves producer today, Dan. Once in a while, he'll say hello. Maybe not today.
Hey, what's up?
I just thought maybe you'd say hi to everybody today.
Oh, hi. How are they doing? Everybody all right?
Yeah. See? He's very friendly. He's gonna say hi to everybody. On my Facebook page, the thing that people comment most about, Dan, is you. Everybody loves you.
People contact me about me a lot on my Facebook page, too.
They like how funny you are. Dan is very funny. All right, well, Dan will be maybe saying something during the show. I never know when that's gonna happen. Our next item is from Bell and Howell. This is an item that I own because I do not like bugs. Let me give you a list of the bugs I do not like. Rats, mice, spiders, roaches, ants. I don't like any of them. These are the ultrasonic pest repellers. And it's a combo pack. So you're getting 3 of the large ones and 3 of the minis. And by the way, the minis worked exactly the same as the large ones. They're just a different size. Put them in your garage, your kitchen, your bathrooms. I've got them in my house. I am, as I've talked about, my daughter and I both have a lot of allergies. I'm very sensitive to chemicals, but I'm also more sensitive to bugs. So you plug them in. It's not like you plug them in and the bugs run out in 4 seconds. Give it like a couple days, give it a week, and then they will find elsewhere to live. Ultrasonic pest repellers have help repel these pests from localized areas. The mice, the rats, the ants, the roaches, and the spiders. Now, sometimes during the winter, we get even more bugs than in the summer because they run inside to stay warm. At $29.95, this is the lowest price we've ever done. We're also doing free shipping and handling. We also have 2 flex pay of $14.98. So the installation process is super easy. You take your pest repeller and you pop it in. You just plug it in, that's all you do. You never have to charge it. You don't have to, add another battery. It's like a little plug. You plug it in the wall and it emits an ultrasonic sound. Now, one of the questions we always get asked right away is, does it bother pets? The answer is absolutely not. We would not have it here at HSN if it bothers pets. It's not gonna bother your dog. It's not gonna bother your cat. However, if you have a pet cockroach, it's gonna be super miserable. So it's got a wavelength for rodents, ants, spiders, and cockroaches. So put it near the places where you get bugs. I think water, like kitchen, bathroom, but also attic. It's a great place for it, and garage. That's another great place because, and if you already own these, and if you're already using them in your house, then you're gonna maybe just grab this other set to just make sure every room in the house has it. Now, if you're paying a monthly fee to a bug, service that comes over once a month and sprays poisonous chemicals inside and outside your house, and then everybody is, kind of sneezing afterwards, and your pets, you're like, yeah, keep the cat away, keep the, but this is really great for people who have sensitivity to those bug chemicals, which I think is humans, but it's also great for those of us who have pets. Because sometimes when they lay those things on the floor, there's those little kind of tracks, and they're like, oh, don't worry about it, the bugs are gonna go in there and it's poisonous. I'm like, well, suppose my cat licks that, or my dog steps in it and licks his paw. I mean, where are you putting that? You don't have to worry about that with the Bell & Howell Ultrasonic Pest Repellers. You plug them in, and an ultrasonic noise pulse comes out that you can't hear, your dog can't hear, your cat can't hear, but the bugs can hear, the ants can hear it, the rats can hear it, the cockroaches can hear it, the spiders can hear it. These are the pests that the ultrasonic pest repeller will repel. Mice and rats, ants, roaches, spiders. I know I only have 40 seconds left, but I'm gonna tell you a quick story. In my kitchen, not the house I live in now, but another house, I had these little ants. They call them sugar ants. They're not quite legally ants, but they're like these little sugar ants. They're like little teeny ants, and they just were marching down, and I sprayed like ant poison, and they basically just walked around the poison. They like found another route. And so I took one of the pest repellers and I plugged it in, and it was not that day, not the next day or the day after, but by the next week, I never saw another ant again. Never saw another ant again. And before, they were crawling into like the water reservoir where I make my coffee in the morning on my little K-cup thing. So these are already crazy busy right now. This is the lowest price we've ever had. Full presentation at 10 a.m. Again, get yours now, 297-433. I've